Hi everyone, this is Vi from Sparkling Faces, and I wanted to make a quick video about paints and sponges and brushes. Now, I get a lot of questions about what kind of paints I use, and my paint of choice is either Wolf or Diamond Effects. I like it because the colors are a little bit more vibrant than like for instance Snaz. I do like Snazaroo, however. I like it for fuller coverage, like around the eye area. I think it's a little more delicate, so I like to use the Snaz for that. Now for sponges, I actually use the big car washing sponges. They come in a block about this big, and you just cut them up, and I cut them up into about this size right here. And I find it works pretty well. But if you ask me what I prefer the round sponges that you just cut in half. And the reason why I prefer that is I like the shape of the edges. So when you're putting it on the eye or on the face, it gives you a nice curve, whereas with this sponge you get a square. So this one looks a little bit more natural to me, so I like it a little bit more. But they're $1 per round, and so that's 50 cents for this little piece right here, whereas this piece right here probably cost me 10 cents, maybe not even. I think you get 4 big sponges for $5, and out of each big sponge you can make maybe 20. I'm gonna guess about 20. But so these are actually really cheap. It's probably like 2-3 cents, I don't know, but you can do the math. And brushes, I have all different types of brushes. I'm going to show you my favorite brush, and then I'm going to show you all the other brushes I have. Okay, now my favorite brush is a Low Cornell number 2. I don't know if you can see that, but I find it works really great for different designs. It makes teardrops perfectly. I probably have about 6 of these, but I really like these. Okay, and then my next favorite brush is also Low Cornell. It's a 6/0. It's a liner brush. I don't know if you can see that, but I really like it. Okay, now those are my 2 favorite brushes. Now, I think brushes really, it's what you prefer. I know people who use a really big brush, and they can make the tiniest little teardrops out of them. I can't. So I like to have different size brush. One of the brands or brushes that I recently got is Royal Crafter's Choice. You get like a 5-pack, I think. I don't have all 5 of them here. I did a party yesterday, so they're probably dirty, but you get 5 of these. And they come in different sizes. Alright, and they have these little grippers that I really like. Now, they're not numbered the same as the Low Cornell, but I usually put the Low Cornell numbers on them. So like for instance, if this is the equivalent of a 2, then I would put a number 2. Okay. One of the other brushes that I really like, it's still a Low Cornell number 2. It's actually it's a lot smaller. I don't know if you can see that. But I like this because of the handle. This is an awesome handle. It actually works really well for teardrops and line work also, but I just love the handle. When you're painting a long time, the handles really matter. That's why I really like these squishy grippers right there. Okay, now I also have Filbert brushes and shader brushes. These are the 3 that I have. Yeah, so these are the 3 that I have. And I think they're really good for like once you outline a design, it's really good to go back in and fill in the design with a brush like this. I think for little kids who don't like to have sponges all up on their face, this is a really good alternative. Usually what I do is, for instance, Batman, I'll do the outline and then I'll put a circle around the eye, and then I'll go in with this brush and I'll just fill the rest in. So it's a little bit more comfortable for kids. Now I have different liner brushes here. Let me see if they're all the same. Yeah, they're all Low Carnell #1, so they're really nice. Now for people who have a hard time controlling how thick or thin their lines are, I would recommend getting a liner brush, because if you put the line down and it's really thin, you can always go back and make it thicker, whereas if you put the line down and it's like 2 inches wide, you can't go back and take that off. Alright, so it's just easier for me. I think a lot of beginners should start with the thinner brush. I think they see, you know, a lot of the more professional people use thick brushes, and they just assume that, oh yeah, you know, I can use a really thick brush. Whereas this is what I'm talking about. See the thinner brush? See, and I have a friend who likes to use really thick brushes, but she just has such a steady hand that she can make the tiniest little line on the face using a really thick brush. Okay, now the other brushes I have, and I got these from facepaintforum.com, and they are the Lana Nickel 2070 Sunburst. It's a 3/4 inch brush, and then the 1 inch brush. Yeah. I think they're really good. They're really useful for little split cakes. I don't use a lot of split cakes with brushes. I think it blends the colors a little bit too much. I like to use sponges more with the split cakes. The only time I use a brush with the split cake really is when I do designs on the face with the actual cake. For instance, if you've seen any of my videos, I have a China doll video up where the designs are, you know, where the design is the split cake, and then I went back in and accented it with white teardrops. In cases like that, yes, I will use a thicker brush, whereas a lot of times I like just to use a sponge and, you know, do a rainbow across the face or across the eye, or, you know, along the cheek or something, and then go back in and put in a real design with either white or black. You know, it's just me. It's just preference. It's whatever you like. Now, one thing I recently got is a butterfly brush. You see that? And I got this from facepaintforum.com also. And it's actually really nice. I did not think that I would like it, but I do. I don't know. I'm used to making, I guess, butterflies a certain way, and I just never found the need for that. It's kind of pretty. I don't know. I use it more, I guess, for line work, like at festivals and fairs or something. But when I do like smaller birthday parties, I don't really use this brush. I think it takes more time to switch brushes than to just rinse out the one I have. And I like to have butterflies in all different colors. So those are my brushes, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions or comments, please feel free to let me know. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.